I think that does it. Okay, hi. Welcome everybody to Roll for Bowl. We're doing Odyssey of the Dragon Lords. Thank you for swinging by. Hello, Tammy's mom. Hello, all you wonderful people. Let's do a test real fast. Can we just, when I introduce everybody, let me know how the volume is, because I think I fixed it at great personal cost. But I think that I fixed it. So, let me explain the setting real quick, to just for everybody to be sure. This is in Thylia, the continent within these realms that is very heavily inspired by Greek mythology, and we have titans running amok, and they're planning to destroy a lot of life on the continent of Thylia unless they are stopped. Our four heroes have undertaken a plan to stop the Titans that involves three great tasks. They finished two. They're on their third now. But as they began that task, Lutheria, the goddess of the Titan of Dreams, visited and struck madness upon three of the people. And we will introduce each of them one by one. Let's go around. We're going to go counterclockwise this time just to mix things up, but that still starts with Callista. Would you mind introducing us, giving us an idea of what your character's like?
Sure. My name is Allison. My character's name is Callista. She is a satyr bard, and also a warlock. She is a little ditzy, a little scatterbrained, very concerned about everyone else's well-being, as she is the only one not afflicted with madness.
Wonderful. Kiana, how are you today?
Already stress eating because I know how we're starting off the episode, but I'm Tammy. I'm playing Kiana, or Kiki to her friends, the Triton barbarian demi-goddess. And I seem to have a little bit of a little tick right now. I'm just trying to like pick things off of me, and I'm not right in the head at the moment.
Just because you can't shake the idea that flowers are growing out of every pore of your body at random times.
Yeah, just that.
Crayon, let's do a wellness check on you. How are things?
Well, Jennifer, who I am, is fantastic, but Cray is apparently not. He is a monk wood elf. Apparently, he sees flowers everywhere. Like, everywhere. And he friggin' hates them. It's a good thing they're not puppies.
That's
but
fair.
Flowers, he's very, very upset at all the flowers that he...
Wonderful. And last but not least, let the last person introduce themselves.
I'm Reed, and I don't know who I am.
You do not. Shall I take it from there, or would you like to elaborate?
Well, normally I'm playing Euphemian, but last session my memory got wiped. I don't know who or what I am.
And
so that'll be fun.
That will bring us to now. I have an idea of where I want to begin. Are we all good to go? So
let's go.
There was a time, this young man's life, a very confusing, horrifying time when things were going not well, but they were going expectedly, and one knew what to take day by day in this miserable but determined path. And then one day things were very different. A turn of the road, a different choice made, and then next thing, this woman shaking this young man and demanding something. Something he didn't have. While 3 people watched on. Possibly allies, possibly enemies, it's hard to say. But this young man, held and helpless with no one around besides these people looking on, as this woman looked at him and said, Are you okay? What's wrong? As you see this beautiful woman with a bunch of scrolls and notes holding Euphemian's, well, whoever he is, his shoulders, and just, is everything okay? And Kyra looks at Callista and just says, what happened? As she's looking around at Kiana and at Crearin, at Euphemian.
They started like thrashing and panicking. So I woke them up, and I don't know. Something's wrong.
And she's looking at each of them. What was it? And she looks at each of them and just goes, what are you looking at? What's going on? She looks at Craven. She looks at Kiana. Are you? What happened while you? And her eyes sort of widen. What did she do?
Too many flowers. God, I hate them.
No. Kyra looks over at Kiana, and Craig goes, they're not flowers. Kiana, and she like goes over and goes to Kiana and tries to like reach out and like trying to like figure out whether to like touch you to comfort you.
Can't stop it.
Euphemian, you know.
Stop it.
Euphemian, what did we do? Euphemian!
I'm sorry.
She turns and looks. What? Don't you have a? I'm sorry. You have no. I don't have. I have notes on other things. I don't. Callie?
Well, I don't know that I have anything to help with this necessarily. Like I could try to heal them, but I don't think it's.
No,
I think
that's
it's too
not.
surface.
Euphemian, why are you? What's going on?
I'm sorry. I don't want to speak out of turn. I think you've got me confused for somebody else.
I start picking the flowers off of Kiki, whatever I think I can see.
And Kara looks and goes, I don't have. Are you frightened? Did she? And her eyes go wide. She goes, No. You speak up all the time. She's piecing it out. One second. And you see like her eyes sort of start to like process everything as she's like trying to understand. She goes, what's your name?
Name's Cleon, my lady.
Why? I mean, that's a title that you never call me that.
I'm sorry, is there something you'd rather?
Yeah, yes.
I'm gonna speak out of turn, but does anyone tell me where I am?
Well, We are outside the Mithril Mines. We're kind of by, it's been a day. The city. This is Allison. Not
Astoria.
Astoria. I'm like, hey. Okay. Yeah. We're like right outside of Astoria. You are actually you're kind of like, and I'm gonna kind of look at like Kiki and Krayran and just be like, you're kind of like our de facto leader a little bit. So like we don't have a lot of answers for you.
Can anyone not else grab these flowers? Like they're escaping me.
And Kyra just okay, and she like goes and she just like
Flowers.
tries to like play along to like humor you because she doesn't really know what to do right now, and she like pulls some and she like is and she looks at Kiana. Am I helping?
Everywhere.
Because Kyra just sits down on the ground, just like a little bit overwhelmed. What do we do?
Well, so there aren't any flowers, you guys.
What do we do?
Yeah, I can see them right there.
No. They weren't there last night. They're not there now.
Just to confirm, we did complete the long rest.
Wait, did we complete the long rest?
You did complete the long rest, yes.
5
We
hit
did
points.
complete it. Okay.
So you guys can take your long rest stuff. Even Euphemien. What was it? So you can take your long rest stuff, and what I will say is Kyra looks and stands and looks at Callista and goes, "It's bad, isn't it?"
I mean, it doesn't seem great. Have you seen this before?
Cleon?
Have you seen anything like this before?
Cleon? What's the last thing you remember?
Going to bed in my home.
Home? We didn't kidnap you. Home where?
In the winery in Miletus. Been a long day.
Yeah, it has. Right. She turns to Callista and goes, I can fix this. I can.
You can fix them?
I think I can fix this. She looks at you.
Have you seen anything like this before, though?
No. And she goes, no. Roll an insight check.
$14.
At a 14, you get the impression she can absolutely fix this, but she's scared to.
So when you say you can fix this, is it like that thing that you did for me and then that Versi wanted to do for the city? Is it like that?
I mean, they're important.
I mean, they are important. That's true. So maybe we take a vote before you just like throw yourself on the sacrificial pyre.
I'm begging your pardon, but if I'm not needed here.
No, you're needed. You're very needed. You're very.
Euphemien, stop fucking around. fucking flowers. Like, seriously, what do we have to do next?
She takes your hand. She goes, "You are very needed. You are."
Euphemian Cleon visibly flinches at Kiki when she yells at him.
Yeah.
So you don't know any of our names then?
It's bad.
He's got to be just messing with us. Come on. This is not the time for playing games like this.
We don't have to take a... She looks at Callie and goes, I don't think we have to take a vote.
I think you shouldn't do what you're going to do, but I can't stop you.
I think if anything is going to happen, we need to help Euphemian because he doesn't even know who he is. At least I can do things, hopefully, if it aren't for these damn flowers.
Well, I mean, if these flowers would stop growing out of my hand, I'd be able to grab my axe and, like, show him, eat it back into him to play nice with us again.
I can't
This
even
is
touch
not...
them.
That's the level of medicine that we have without Euphemian, she says, pointing at Kiana.
I mean, I'm not bad at medicine, but I don't know that medicine's gonna do this.
I'm not supposed to interfere. I need someone to make a call.
Fix Euphemian.
So,
Need help with that, Kiki?
She looks at Craven and she goes, you want me to fix him?
I don't... He's the worst. I just don't want to touch these flowers. Fix him.
Can you fix all three of them, or would that cost like a lot more than fixing just one of them?
I can fix this.
How much will it cost you? I can still see the flowers behind my eyeballs. This is dumb.
No. I'm sorry. Just everybody take a breath. And you realize she's saying it more to herself than anyone else. And she looks at Callie and goes,
Oh, I'm gonna inhale the flowers.
She goes, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And she looks at Craven and goes, it was really fun, and I think you beat me, so you won.
No,
You're going to do something that's going to hurt. Forget it.
And this
Kyra,
magic...
I'm gonna jump on her. I'm gonna jump on her and grab her arms.
Are you...
No,
what are you doing?
Piggyback!
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Tiny little... No!
They hurt.
They fought for you to be here. They fought for you to be here.
So that I can help.
Because you're one of us.
I'm not going
gonna
anywhere.
Lose you.
Well, then why are you saying it like you're saying goodbye?
I can just knock some sense into Euphemian. I'm sure it'll work. I mean, he jumped out a window and he was okay with that, right?
Some sense into somebody, Crayron almost died, but
Crayron dies just by looking at him.
I don't know
Eat more
how
flowers,
much...
Kiki.
I don't know how much... I get it. It was already hard for me to keep up with you, Craven, last time. It'll get harder.
but you'll be okay.
Yeah.
No, be honest. Are you going to be okay?
I'll
we
be
need
fine.
You.
I'll be fine. I just really...
Insight check.
What? Roll an insight check.
Okay, guys, I'm actually gonna do it.
Do it!
I'm gonna use the thingy. Oh no, that's a natural one. That dice is going away.
At a natural one, Kyra's hiding so many things from you. It's hard to know what she's doling out as truth and what she's holding back on.
Takes one to know one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kyra, I love you, but I don't trust what you're saying right now.
That's...
I'm gonna grab both of her hands and I'm gonna say, is it something you would want us to do for you?
It's something that I think you would do.
Yes, but you're asking us if you should? Would you ask us to do it for you? I know you can't tell us everything, but
It's not my story.
be honest.
I wouldn't. It's not my story. I'm not the one that
I
prophesied.
vote no.
I vote no too.
I'd say no. I want to try and shake Euphemian into
Do it,
back
Kiki.
to reality.
Cleon.
Here, let me
This whole
try.
time, Euphemian is like walking slowly away, just trying to separate from.
Are
the
you
rest
just like
of
trying
us.
to slink away from the group?
Yep.
I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna grab his arm. Oh no, you don't! What is the matter with you? And I'll kind of shake him a little roughly, like, what the hell? What are you doing?
Sorry.
Let's see.
What is wrong with you?
I can
Usually you have more backbone. What's going on?
Your name
I-
is Euphemian. Do you remember that?
You hit your head. Did you eat any weird colored flowers last night?
Did you guys eat flowers without me?
Wait, not flowers again. Sorry. Blah, blah, blah.
As you watch them, as you say flowers, you as you say them, everyone else hears you clearly, but you just see them just spew out of your mouth like a waterfall, like you're just vomiting flowers.
Oh,
Do we see
sorry.
that?
No.
Okay, so she's
Well, you
imagining
see
it.
me
Okay.
reacting it, but I see the flowers.
The poor Cleon is all like...
Invisible
just-
vomit on me?
I don't know who the heck you crazy people are, and I don't much appreciate the way that I'm being treated. So
We liberated you, Kyra says. We rescued you. That's why you don't remember everything. We were worried you'd forget. She looks at Kelly and goes, I'm sorry.
Hey, Cleon. Quick question. Did you know you can do this? And I'm gonna cast light.
I don't mean to disagree with you, but I've never had a talent for magic.
Just try it. Just give it the old try. The old
I'll
first try.
I'll
Academy 1, 2.
I'll
shot.
slowly ease my grip on his arm, but I'm still kind of wanting to make sure he doesn't take off.
All right, I don't actually have the light cantrip.
Ah,
FYI.
damn it, you have it last time together. You did it in front of me.
Kyra looks at you, Callista, and goes, does he actually know light magic?
Okay, but what?
Does he know light magic?
He did once. Before I did.
Is this your plan to help me?
Change your hair color. Change your hair color like mine. Green, not what you see here.
Maybe purple? Purple would look nice. She just is like,
I
just
mean-
completely not even realizing that she's just giving fashion tips right now. Go on.
Literally anything would be awesome. You can do magic. I know you can.
I'll close my eyes and wave a hand and cast prestidigitation.
What do you
make a little shower of sparks?
See?
Did you just fart?
It's natural. No. It's natural. There's, and Kyra's just, you see her eyes darting back and forth. Just, you were learning magic and it was dangerous and we had to get you out of there because you're really talented. So we rescued you. Is this helping?
You are very
I just-
talented.
We rescued you.
Hand on his head and try to do a medicine check. It's going to be a disadvantage, but I'll try.
Do it. Do a medicine check. As you put your hand
Can I
on his head and
assist?
you see
Already
flower,
at disadvantage.
and you see
Can I
these.
assist?
What's that? Yeah, his assist.
Can I assist?
Yeah, yeah.
It's a-
Straight roll.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a 9 plus 3, 9, 10, 11, 12.
You can roll a straight roll because of advantage. So how are you helping her exactly, by the way?
Oh, so I figured if Crayron is trying to for example, I don't know, it sounds like maybe grab his head and look into his eyes. I'm just gonna kind of steady him from the back and hold him still and kind of tilt his head
This is amazing. Okay.
accordingly.
You look at it at a 12.
Which is amazing because we're both tiny and he's significant.
I love this. At a 12, I will say you can tell this is magically induced and it will wear away with time. I will not give you the time frame,
Okay.
but it's not going to be the next half hour.
Okay, so I tell that to everybody. I'm like, well, whatever this is, I'm sure it's all of us. Stupid flowers, I bat a flower away from Euphemian's or Cleon's head and be like, well, it's magic induced, whatever this is. Won't go away for a while yet.
Your book,
But it
your
will.
story, your story.
It'll go away.
Cleon, Euphemian, whatever. Euphemian? I'm sorry. We have you wrote your own story, and Kyra Kyra goes, can I move? She looks at Callista.
Yes.
Okay, and she looks over and runs over and grabs Euphemian's spell book, and just looks at it, and it just opens it and opens it and shows it to him. Your handwriting. That escape that I talked about, it's a little complicated. But you wrote these spells. And they'll make sense to you, I think. So I think that that's proof that I'm telling the truth. Look at them.
I'll look.
Kiki's just gonna say,
sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, I'll finally let go of your arm. Oh my god, they're in there too, and I'll kind of turn my back and stick my hand in my pants.
When you open perfect. Perfect. Go on.
I think at this point, Euphemian is just going to quietly accept everything under the pretense that he's pretty sure he's going to wake up at any moment.
Okay. And she looks at you and she goes, this is going to be confusing, but you're part of a really wonderful story. And let's just see where that goes, okay?
Okay.
Can I ask you something? If you, now that you're free, if you could choose any name for yourself, what would you want it to be?
I'm not sure I understand the question. Might play on.
You know, you're Cleon. And she touches the side of your face and she just says, you're Cleon, you're Cleon, but do you like the name Cleon?
It's a name, any other name. Suppose.
It's going to be a name a lot of people know. And she just looks at you and she stands up and she looks at the other ones, everyone else, and goes, Kiki, Cray, do you think you can do this? Because if not, her magics don't always last forever.
Don't keep your hands in your pants. It'll, gross.
What? They're everywhere! Oh my god, this is... Oh.
It is an emergency, she says to Cray. She can put her hands wherever she wants.
Well, okay, you know what? Fair. But, I don't know. I can't even reach... Well, I'm not reaching there, but I can't find...
It can go away. I think that my brother, he probably has priests, or Aesop might be able to figure out how long this will last, and we can go with that, or we can press on. But I wasn't the one that was affected, so I don't want to. And she looks at Callista. She goes, "I don't want to have a vote on my part."
Yep. The only thing really is that getting back to Aesop might take some time, and we did kind of make some promises, and by we, I mean Klingon made some pretty big promises to the folks at Mitros. So, I don't know. Kiki, why don't we do maybe a little bit of training practice? You want to see how well you can hit things with flowers growing out of your face?
What? Oh, just say that again. Oh my god.
I'm just gonna like set just like a thing of rations down, and I'm just gonna say like, all right, try to hit that with whatever you want. Just give it the 1-2 punch.
I don't want to hit the food.
Hit
The food's gonna get the flowers all over it. It's gonna get contaminated, and then we won't be able to eat it.
Look, there's a
hit
flower
it.
right
It's
here. Hit this flower right here.
There's no
This
flower right there.
I only see the flowers growing out of me, right? Like I don't see it growing out of everybody else.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're feeding into like this habit for you to like pull them out and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's no flower right there. She looks at Callista and goes, I don't know what to do here.
Yeah, well, let me
Cleon,
just get the flowers here out of my hand. I'll just grab my axe and at a tree. I'm assuming
I
there's
want
a
you
tree.
to roll an attack roll. Roll it with disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay. Disadvantage control. 26 out of 25.
Oh, nice.
You pull through and swing your axe, and honestly, as you see flowers growing from your hand, from your knuckles, all the way, almost growing as if crossing into the axe and growing from the axe in that moment. And then, but as you swing it, you are a woman of incredible focus when there's a job to do, and you do it, and just this tree just like cracks and begins, and all of you just see this tree beginning to lean and fall over. It kind of goes, okay, well, she could still do that.
I mean, that's important. Cleon, you're still like you though, so sorry, that's confusing. You maybe don't remember everything, but you're still you. Just trust me. And that means you're probably still pretty smart, right? Like, what do you think? Do you want? Short version is, a lot of people are relying on us. A lot of people in Nitros are relying on us to get this job done, and usually you kind of call the shots. You know, I'm just here to like make people laugh and look pretty. I'm not.
Very pretty, Cal.
You're beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Crayron. Oh my God, you
Let's
guys,
go.
that is not the point.
I mean, if you guys can keep Klingon, cling wrap, whatever. If we can keep him safe, maybe.
I didn't know
he
you
can
read
help
that
us
story.
later. But if Kiki can hit things, I can help.
Kyra
I don't.
puts her hand on Callista's shoulder for a second, and then looks at Cleon and says, You see her, and you see her like totally slip into some sort of character, the consummate performer that she is. And she goes, You said that if we got you out of there, you would help us get where we need to go. She looks down at Cleon with this completely fake disdain and goes, You're not going to back out on your promise, are you? Because we have no problem putting you back.
I'll do whatever I need to.
Then help with the plans and get your magic ready. That book will tell you what to do.
Right.
She turns and looks at Callista.
Just don't make me go back there.
Oh, you can stay with us.
Don't give us a reason to put you back there. And she looks at Callista. Come on. Work with me.
Yeah. We'll. I'm gonna draw my rapier.
For
I mean, I'm
reference,
already swinging my axe and put it on my shoulder and just look at him.
for reference, she has a 22 on performance right now.
Well,
So it just looks like Callista's lying.
Okay. Yeah. That was a bad roll for her, by the way. That was a terrible roll for her, by the way.
I mean, to be fair, my passive insight is not great.
Yeah. So she looks at Callista and goes, I can fix this, but if you don't want me to fix this, then we have to work with what we have.
Okay. Here, I have an idea. Okay, so we have to go in to the mines, right? Right. Okay, so why don't we start going in, and we'll just see what we come up against, and if things seem like they're getting a little bit too rough, then we will
leave
offer
the little
up
one.
Cleon's bait. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then we run, and then we rest.
Are those terms acceptable?
Yeah. Who's the
That's
little
me.
one? Or Gray?
You see her just...
What?
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know,
I'm at
maybe
least
he
5
hasn't
feet
looked down.
tall.
I'm very confused.
Well, step it up.
Read your book. Read your book. Get smart.
Do you think, she says to the three of you besides Cleon in this authoritative tone, she goes, do you think that maybe he'll get to go on this journey of remembering who he is and why everything's special, and it might add some extra context for him later, because that would be great.
It's fantastic.
I'm just saying that there's an opportunity here that would be fun to write about. She looks at Cleon. Let's go.
And as they pass by, I'm like, just keep him safe.
Oh yeah, this is so fun. Flowers everywhere.
I'm just gonna like pull
Everywhere!
Kiki specifically aside and just say like, I mean, like, are you okay though? Because like Kyron and I kind of voted on whether or not Kyra should do anything, but I feel like you didn't really vote, and I just want to make sure you're okay. Because like, it's not that I don't care about you and I don't want you to be better. It's just that if it's gonna go away with time, I feel like maybe it's not a great idea to like deplete, you know.
Yeah, sure. Let's just keep. Yeah, I love having flowers just pouring out of every possible little hole out of my body. Sure.
Can you open up your armpits for a sec?
There's a festival that...
Oh my god, yeah.
No.
Oh.
No. Okay, and I'm just gonna grab Cleon's hand and just take off. Like, not running.
Are we
just
going
like,
towards the
"Alright."
mines?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh boy.
This is amazing. I am a
How
fan.
far are we from them? This
And
is like
we
at
moved
least an
away.
hour walk
Yeah.
It
still.
was like 30
right?
minutes or so, I think. I don't remember, yeah.
Wizard in the middle. Let's go.
Yep.
Oh, okay. What was it? Let me double check something.
This is fun. Oh my.
Allie,
Hopefully none of us dies.
I want you, Allie, to roll a Arcana check.
Okay. Don't let me down. 14.
This is something I will tell you. As you're walking with them, and walking with Kiki, and whose hand are we taking, or who are you guiding?
Me.
Mm-hmm. As you're guiding, Fabian, you feel this light within you, almost like a flower, just unfold into some its petals. In this way that would be hard to describe, just the sensation of awareness within you.
Flower.
Of what you were told a while ago, that what Kyra gave you is something that could be nurtured and cultivated and grown within you, that she didn't give you a fixed amount of power. She gave you a base that would grow. You aren't fully ready to help yet, but maybe, because I will tell you for free, there is a calm emotion can completely subdue the effects of a madness for as long as the spell is cast, which is 60 seconds. So you can stop any one of these for 60 seconds. The Lesser Restoration spell, which you do not have, can remove this. This is for future reference. I don't expect you'll want to use Calm Motion now. You can.
No.
But I think that's something that I don't necessarily have to give you guys, but I think that it would make sense canonically for Callista to become gradually aware that she could use the blessings from Kyra to make this happen, especially since Kyra just said that she can fix all of this. You can fix all of this a little bit, and maybe more you can fix all of it all the way, maybe later. You guys can take your long rests, or if you haven't already, and show of hands, are we all going to the mines? Okay, good. 3 of you and the other one? Okay. You make your way back down the hill. Cleon seeing this massive waterfall, this staggering great torrents of ocean cascading over the side, and in time led behind the waterfall as Kyra tells Cleon, and remember that there's always something good hidden behind waterfalls. If there's a waterfall and there's nothing good hidden behind it, then the storyteller failed. Now move forward.
Notes.
Yeah. As you guys get to the Royne waterfall, Kyra trying to explain to Euphemia or Cleon that you can't hear each other past here, but Cleon not getting it because you can't hear each other past here. I will bring you guys. You're back on the map. Along the path, there doesn't seem to be any. Back in the waterfall, there doesn't seem to be any indication that anybody stepped up security or even responded to you killing the other troglodytes down here. Mostly, there's no way of knowing. There is one tunnel that leads further in, and that's really just the entrance to this place. And you can smell some of the rot and filth, even from here, just drifting from outside. Or drifting from inside to the outside. But it is anybody's action before you go in. And also, who's in the front of the line? Okay.
I'll be behind Kiki, I think, because I want more people to...
You want a meat shield in front of you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And is Euphemia in the back, or is he in front of Callie?
I would have put him in front of me so that he was toward the middle.
Heroic. I love it. And Callista's in the back. Kyra's walking along. You guys are at the front, so I guess that leaves it to Kiki. Are you going further in?
I'm going to look at the rest of the group questioningly and just wait for a kind of motion like there, and just to see if we're all ready to go ahead and plunge into the stinkiness.
Real quick, I would like to give Kiki... Is it dark in there?
Yes.
From what I can tell? Okay. I would like to give Kiki Bardic Inspiration for the next 10 minutes.
Okay.
And I'm going to read a passage from my poem, and I'm going to give her Epic Foresight, which means that you cannot be surprised, and your passive perception gets a +5
Roll a wisdom
Ooh.
saving
for the
throw.
next 10 minutes.
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Me?
Callie, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no. Oh, wait. No, I know what you're talking about. No. God. Twice you got me.
Mhm.
All right, I'll wait until we're inside, and then I'll do it when the waterfall's far enough away. God. This guy.
So Kiki, you they all gave you the go ahead, I believe. So you're going in?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
You head in. Let me change the music just a little bit. It's a little too placid for my
We need more stinky kind of music.
Yeah, we need filth music. We need filth. There's a type of metal I learned about recently called sludge, and I don't know a lot of music, so that was fascinating, and it feels like it's relevant here. That's what this.
I
That's
have a
what
question
this
for you.
Yes.
So, if both Kiki and I have disadvantage on ability checks, I can't give her advantage in any way,
Ooh.
right?
Nope.
Like, how does that
No,
work?
but you only have a disadvantage on ability checks, which is the middle column. During combat, maybe, but that's about it.
Okay. That
You
was
are
like
you are
maybe...
unhindered during combat.
Okay.
Is the music not? Do you guys hear that music from the stream?
I hear every now and again, bloom.
Because it
Boom.
sounds like really quiet to me. Is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
I had to adjust my volume.
It's
so I
quiet.
hear it.
Okay, it might be on my side. Let me set up something here.
All right, more popcorn, because oh my god.
Okay, I at least can hear it now, but yeah, it's very quiet. My sound system keeps thinking it's helpful in changing things.
It's like a cat.
So
I'm
this,
helping.
so when you look through, this tunnel drifts down a little lower, slides down a little lower. The floor is already wet and moist with moss growing along the walls and the ceiling. The floor...
Sorry.
You're forgiven. The floor is covered in dirt and footprints and fish scales and bones, and it's just these foul creatures everywhere. Eventually the tunnel splits. It goes to the left and curves naturally, and then it as you look down there, what was it? I'm gonna put you in here. When you all, and I'll move you guys in just for communication's sake. When you look in to the left, Kiki, you can immediately see it's sort of just the tunnel naturally curve off to the left side, or if not naturally, then carved in. But to the right side, you see that it almost immediately becomes this like finely carved stone archway. As you were in here, you hear a scream and screech of pain coming from the left side, further down. And, Carriage says, that's what awaits you if you disappoint us. Am I pushing too hard?
So obviously the roar of not the fireplace, but the waterfall is less.
It's a little
here?
less at this point, yeah.
Okay.
It's a little less. You can barely hear her over the waterfall, but you can hear her a little bit.
Okay, so did they hear the screeching that I just heard?
All of you hear the screeching going down through the hall. I'm sorry
Okay.
about that. I apologize, yes.
No, okay, because I was gonna turn around and do some sort of weird charade miming thing to them, but if they heard, then I'm sure that they understand that there are some ahead.
Before we move forward, then I'm gonna grab Kiki by the shoulder and I'm just gonna be like, you know, those flowers look very pretty on you. And now you have bardic inspiration.
Oh, thank you. But they don't taste good. They're just everywhere.
I love that. And so, yes, Kyra looks at you and just sort of smiles. But, yeah. So did you say you were going down the left side, or did you...
Well, I do believe that if I were to just go based on what I'm able to see here, basically my line of sight, yes, I heard something to the left, but I see my line of sight.
Oh, let me clarify. Yeah, you do see, you would see, two troglodytes. I apologize for my, mistake there. You do see two troglodytes around the wall, to the north. They would be mostly looking around and like sort of making weird like troglodyte gurgling sounds at each other, not really looking down the tunnel you came from, because that's not really where their interest lies. They would have disadvantage on any perception checks.
Okay. Well, then
Based on
I'm
sound.
going to still look at them, not risking them hearing me. I'm just going to say, so basically I'm going to say that there are those things ahead.
That's
I'm just going to
perfect.
go in and attack, and I'm like, there's flowers everywhere. But I'm going to go ahead and go into a rage as I'm stepping up to the first one that I see on my right, and I'm going to go ahead and swing at him.
Okay, let's do this the right way for once. And it's not about you, that's about me, because I always run fights wrong. What happens is everybody rolls initiative, and I give them the surprise condition instead of their first turn. So if you guys can roll initiative and put it on the tracks, and if you need me to do it, let me know, but it'd be easier for everybody to do that part.
That's right.
Oh wait, is initiative an ability check? Do I need to
I don't think you roll that at disadvantage. No.
Okay.
Anything that involves oh no, wait, hold on. What, Reed?
Initiative is an ability check, yes.
Oh, well then get fucked, Jen.
Well,
Sorry. That
let
could
me
have.
go ahead and do that one more time. Then I'm already in the queue though, so I don't know how that.
Okay. Well, give me the new number and I'll change it.
Okay.
Listen, I might have been a bit aggressive
Wow.
there, and I apologize for
No,
that.
it's true. Apparently, I was gonna fuck myself. Might
Get
as well.
fucked.
Oh shit!
Hey, it's even better. It was a 24, but I
Okay.
guess with disadvantage, it's a 19, so we're gonna leave it as it is. Oh
And,
no, it changed it now.
I'll change it. Kiki, what'd you get?
I didn't roll yet because I'm too disturbed by what you telling Jen off.
I'm sorry. That was mortifying, and it was wrong, and it was hilarious.
Oh man, what was that?
So I hit the control to get the minus to get the disadvantage, but it only rolled the 1 and it says 7 disadvantage initiative.
It's
It's
No,
rolling it correct.
yeah.
Yep.
It looks
Just
like
not
they
giving me
changed
the-
how it's
Yeah,
displayed.
if you
Oh,
mouse
okay,
over,
so I
it,
don't
if you
see the
mouse over
2.
it, it shows you the math, and it says 5 or 7 plus 2. So yeah, you got that. Hello, Fatima. Welcome. So,
Hi, Fatima.
do I have that right then about the initiative? I think that is.
Oh,
Is that everybody has Yeah. So everybody gets their action first, and then they get a surprise round if I remember that right.
Yeah, they have the surprise condition during which time they can't do.
All right, so let's dive into it. Let's say that would make it Kraren's, or like Kyra, would just sort of hum out some music and just, as she sees what Kiki's doing, she gestures out and just like brings forth this blue and gold magic through the area. Kraven, it is your action as you see Kiki doing this.
Okay, so I think I know by now what Kiki looks like when she goes into a rage. So I'm like, oh well, okay. I didn't understand what meant, but clearly she's getting pissed. So I'm just gonna go right up, and I would like to smack one of these dudes.
Which one? There's two of them, one on the left or the right?
I'm probably gonna smack this dude.
Okay. So roll your attack roll at disadvantage.
The attack is am I?
Oh no, wait, no, that's not you. Roll just your attack roll. That's right.
Just roll my regular attack roll.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna roll. Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna try using my dice today. Woohoo! So that is what the heck is my thing again? Oh, 10 plus 16 to hit.
Oh, you got 16. 16 absolutely hits against these jerks.
Okay, so I'm gonna do my damage on here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do my damage, and my damage is a 7.
Okay. So you just jump, run, hit this thing, and I think it's just when you hit it, I'm just very confused as you strike into it, because it did not know you were there a second ago. Feel free to roll if you're doing any other attacks.
Yeah, I would like to do my flurry of blows, which means I'm going to hit twice. I'll probably kick him with my feet.
All right.
So I will kick it with my feet.
All right. Roll your attack roll.
Another. Okay. Feels weird actually doing real dice. Woohoo! This is a 12 plus 6, so 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And then I'm going to do damage with my feet, which is 5 damage.
All right, you hit this guy, and immediately you see him just like fall like this broken troglodyte, not completely dead, but just like dying and just very confused. Like I don't know if you. I think only Cleon can relate to the level of everything was fine and now everything's horrifying.
And then And
Is he just-
I one more then with my flurry of blows.
Oh, you do have flurry of blows. That's right. Okay, do that thing.
Yeah. 9 plus 6, 15.
15. Let's see. Roll for. Actually, you know what? You know what? You don't roll for damage at a 15. At a 15, let me double check. At a 15, yeah, you just kill the fucker. Because literally your minimum damage would kill him, so there's nothing to calculate.
Okay. And then I'll be like, good. I'm like, so I smack and then I like do a kick and then I do a roundhouse kick. And because I did flurry of blows, I can disengage as a bonus action. So I'm like, oh.
Yes. So you kick, smack him into, hit him into the wall, and just immediately are gone, disengaged. The other troglodyte looks over, and he sees like this other troglodyte who's just, in less than 6 seconds, they were having their short, annoying conversation, and then the other one's head is bashed against the wall and is completely dead. He has a moment to react, but like that's
That ends my turn.
And on his turn, he's just like he just turns and like shakes the other person's body like, what are you doing being dead? And that's his surprised round. Callista, it's your action.
What? No, those little
Okay.
fish people are just having a convo.
So,
Yeah, I never said they were attacking you. This all like this is a new revelation.
look, the centaurs told us not to hesitate. Okay. So, I'm going to probably freak Euphemian out, but I'm just gonna reach back and grab Cleon just to make sure he doesn't go anywhere. This isn't like a grapple or anything. I'm just gonna grab
It
his
is if he
hand.
fights
So,
you.
like, I mean, sure, but like, what I'm saying is I'm not trying to like hold him in place. I'm just like, hey, don't go anywhere. And I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast at the one that I can see.
Roll with advantage. Is it advantage? It's advantage, yeah.
That's 19 to hit.
That absolutely hits. As this energy, this white energy just bursts out from your hand, goes over and strikes this thing. Yeah, roll for damage. As Cleon
5.
watches was it 5? As Cleon watches the nicest person in the group completely body someone with their magical willpower. So what was the you hit him and he just takes the stroke. Is that your whole turn?
It might be. Bonus actions. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I'll just whisper to him like, they're dangerous. Just trust me.
Cleon, it's your action.
So
I don't think there's a
Cleon
wrong
is
answer
just
here.
frantically reading through the scroll and hoping that there's answers here. We don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And then the page shifts. And there's one thing that comes up in the middle of the page. And I'm going to trust that that's what I'm supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to move forward.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast Burning Hands.
Good lord. Dex save for them, right? And it'll be a disadvantage. Good lord. I guess I should roast someone alive if I have to.
I'm just doing what the book says.
Let me roll your damage, and then I'll tell you whether it worked.
That's 6.
Alright. You do this. This thing turns, and you're following the book as close as you can, and you're throwing this without the conviction and focus of Euphemian. Cleon throws this technically workable fireball, fiery hands towards this thing, as it just shakes, like swipes it away, and it takes a half damage. It even with disadvantage succeeded, taking 3.
Does it not also affect this one down here?
Oh, shit. I had not actually calculated that one because my wonderful book did not show me that one. It's hard to explain why.
You can't always get the right answers out of books.
Yeah, I'm gonna fair.
Set the barbarian.
Except when you cast Burning Hands.
Okay, so that one takes the full damage. We're gonna move that out of the way. That one takes the full damage. Literally, guys, there's notes on the GM version of this. There's extra notes and everything, and one of the notes literally is covering up that person, and I had to check to see what you guys are saying. So I'm like, what are you talking about? They also, very helpfully, don't have any of them hidden, so I wasn't expecting how easily you guys would be able to see all of them. I'm gonna go through. You know what? Screw it. Hold on 1 second. You guys don't get to ruin my fun anymore. Give me a second. Not even you guys. The people who adapted this to Roll20. So that one does scream out, very confused, as confused as I am, as you take 6 points. As it takes 6 points of damage. Is there anything you want to do in your bonus turn?
Not as my bonus action, but I am going to run back as much as possible. Thoroughly surprised because I just read a formula out of a book and then fire came out and...
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Kyra goes, no, don't be sorry. You did great. That was wonderful. Good job. About time. Kiki, it's your action. I'm still a little foggy with my turn orders with the fighting thing. The rage wasn't necessarily the start of the fight as much as you did it and then you declared you're going to fight. So, Kiki, you can have your full turn.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and rage.
Oh, you already raged, so you have your full turn. You don't need to bonus action it.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, either way, that would have been my only bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and obviously my tail has whipped out. For my rage, and then I'm gonna run towards this guy that I am able to see dead ahead of me.
Yeah, we can all see him now, apparently. Go ahead.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm gonna go right there. I'm gonna go ahead and reckless attack him.
Ooh.
So my normal attack, my attack roll is not at disadvantage, you said, right?
Wonderful.
Okay,
it balances out. So you'd be at regular roll now.
Oh, I would be at regular roll?
Yeah. The not at disadvantages and everything, that was for Cray. Cray and you have different conditions.
Oh gosh, okay.
Yours is significantly worse, actually. Cray got the easiest one.
Oh,
For once, Cray had the luckiest roll in all of this.
So, I still go ahead and swing my great axe at him.
Roll.
And that is an 11, but I have Bardic. What does that give me again?
You can roll.
You can add it to the attack roll if you want, but then you lose the boon of...
Didn't you set up a button in Roll20?
Yeah, I thought Bardic.
But what does the boon do?
The boon is a +5 to passive perception, and you can't be surprised. But it's only the 10 minutes that the Bardic lasts, so if you want to burn it now, go ahead and burn it.
I'm gonna burn it because I'd rather have the thing to hit. So an extra 6 on top of that, so 17.
Wonderful. So you go through, and they are beautiful flowers, and they're flowing in this wonderful, solid, curving, parabolic arc as they thwack right into that guy's throat. And I want you to roll for your damage.
So that is a 10 plus 2 for my rage, so 12.
As they flow right into this guy's throat, and then the flowers just keep sliding all the way out the other side until his head on the floor, flowers emerging from the base of the head like a vase as he clumps to the floor.
Despite having had a good hit, I'm just all thoroughly disgusted, and then I'm gonna just hold my axe in one hand and just start because of my flowers, and then I'm gonna try and step away from it. It's ew, and that's it for my for my turn.
Kyra on her turn is gonna sing this song, and this sort of gentle, light, golden, or I'm gonna say pink calm radiates out of her, centering you guys. This is a very basically mechanically it's still the one you can reroll, But since this balances out a lot of your disadvantages, I'm just presenting it as a song that helps center you guys and negate those things. And that is her turn. Crayrin, it is your turn. There's this one troglodyte over here who's like looking at Kiki and finally realizing that something's very wrong since 2 of his friends just died in seconds. It wasn't even a fight.
So, seeing that, I'm gonna go run up and I'll just pat Euphemian on his shoulder or pardon me, Cleon, as I walk past him, and I'm gonna go right here, and I'm gonna smack him.
Smack that fool. Roll for smacking.
Oh, right. I keep thinking. Okay. Woohoo! Oh, it didn't even come out. Okay, that's coming out. I'm gonna reroll it because it wasn't a real roll. Oh, natural 20! Woohoo! Keyleth dice for the win.
All right. Roll that 20. Okay, roll your critical hit with your attack.
I guess that's 2d6 4. Is that right? Is that how we do it?
You would roll your. Let me see. Double check. You would roll your damage die twice. So yeah, it'd be 2d6 plus 4.
4, 6 plus 3 plus 4 is 13.
Yeah. Do you want to describe wrapping this fight up for us then?
I'll be like, pat on Cleon and be like, okay, thanks. And I go past Kiki and I'm like, good job. And when he falls down, whatever happens to him, I'm like, oh god, damn flowers. And I just try picking up all the flowers by his dead body.
Yeah, you crack him open like this egg that has nothing but a garden inside that just bursts out. Just like barely like audible over the waterfall. Don't. It's okay.
Am I totally like touching the gooey?
Yeah, you're getting like
thinking
viscera.
Like...
Yeah, everyone else, you're picking these flowers, and everyone else is seeing like your hands get redder and redder, and like there's like viscera and like sinew just like getting caught up on your hands that you're not even noticing because you can't see them through this. They're just picking through. Kyra is just walking over, looking just completely horrified.
I don't know what it is about. They feel weird.
You can stop.
They feel like real flowers. Oh.
You can stop. She
Okay.
looks at Cleon. And that's the type of crap that'll happen if you let us down.
I just wiped my hands on the dirt. So now my hands are disgusting.
As she looks, as you all look around, there's you're in the area right now where like the waterfall is a lot more distant. You can still hear everything. Just you can hear everything fine. You hear this screaming again. This time, more clearly, a scream of pain. Cray, as the one closest into the mines and the one with the best passive perception, you hear this screaming. It is not from the gurgled mottled throat of a troglodyte. It is from something else altogether, and I want you to roll a perception check with advantage.
Is it just a straight roll then? Because I have disadvantage on.
Yes.
You know, I'm just gonna. You know what? I love this dice tower, but I'm really I really want to, see it. So you said perception?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna do it on roll 20. Oh, 20. Woohoo.
You smell the fire, and you can take in the burning. And that scream sound is from a deep voice of something large and powerful. Like a centaur.
Oh. I don't know if they can hear me, but I think that I'll tell them. I can hear a scream, and it sounds from something.
I'll stop right there. They can hear you because the water's not doing that here, but I want to remind you that if you do that, like, there's an amount of noise going on here. Like, you need to be careful about what people are hearing. You can do that if you want to, but, like, I'm just... Fair being fair, you would be shouting down a tunnel.
Oh, shouting down a tunnel. Okay, well, Kiki's near me, so I'm like, I grab Kiki and I'm like, I think I can hear a centaur screaming down this hallway. We should go check it out. Damn flowers.
I'm still kind of absent-mindedly, like, picking at them, but I'm also kind of just staring down the tunnel, thinking, I'll run back towards Kyra, and I'll mention what Cray just mentioned to me.
We're playing telephone. Cool.
And you get to the last one. What was it? Whenever you... That's not right. Whenever you get to telling I have the wrong thing here. Telling Kyra, she just immediately just goes, there's someone down there. Like, she's really loud. We have to save them. Like, it's not loud enough to get down there, but it gets immediately to Cleon and Callista. And she's just like, we have to save them.
I'm gonna already turn around and start making my way with the intention of going down that pathway.
Okay.
I would say I'd do the same. Like, I'd be like heading down that pathway, knowing kind of where. Do I know where that 20, where the sound is coming from?
Yes, from this entrance right here.
Okay, but I would say that I would be kind of where Kiki is, like kind of right in that area, along with her, saying, I'm like, it's in here. It's in here. This way.
Reed, what's up?
In this area, is it lit or is it dark?
It's dark. I assumed that there was light sources, that you guys use light sources. I typically do.
We can.
But...
I have dark vision, so...
Yeah, I have light, the spell.
Okay,
but...
do you want... Who do you want?
I don't know what I have.
That's fair. What do you want to use light on?
I will use light on... I don't know. Maybe my quill that Euphemian made me. So
Fantastic.
that I can get rid of it if I need to.
Yes, perfect. As the light emanates from that. What do you guys want to do?
How sneaky are we trying to be?
Euphemian's the only one around you right now.
Oh. I'm not gonna go
I'm just I'm
until he moves.
I guess I'll move up, seeing as I'm being prompted to.
Stick together.
Kraven, roll a medicine check.
It's still a disadvantage, yeah?
Yes.
Woohoo! Okay, so plus 3. Oh, that's bad. 6.
You can normally detect, you've heard a lot of suffering, you know how much strength somebody has left in their body. And all you can think about right now is the sweet scent of the flowers growing along the walls here. And it's making it hard to really assess if this person has hours or seconds. It's anybody's action.
I'm just wanting to walk forward, not exactly trying to be stealthy because I've normally got disadvantage on that, but I'm just obviously not clanking my way in there, but I'm like just purposefully walking in.
Okay. You turn and you walk in. Can everybody see what Kiki sees on the map?
Yes.
So as you turn and walk in, you see 1, 2, 3, 4 troglodytes in the room, in the in the corner, or in the middle of the room, you see this large fire pit with this, like, spit in the middle, and this centaur whose arms and legs are bound, that he's being turned on the spit, and you hear him moaning, and within moments it's obvious that he's doing what he can to scream, but it's getting harder and harder. In the corner where I'm pinging, you see a large makeshift, poorly constructed but good enough prison with another centaur held within it. And against the wall here, you see one very large troglodyte trying very badly to hide, just in case. Almost just like pressed up against the wall. Just in case. Because these things, not all of them are intelligent, but in numbers, they can get up to it. There can be more than one fight here. With your permission, I would like to keep the initiatives going so we don't have to re-roll each time.
Mm-hmm.
I will, however, add my guys to the mix.
So, essentially, because we didn't break initiative, Cray heard this, mentioned it to me, I told the others, and I went right back. Would you say that was long enough for me to lose my rage?
I would say that, yes.
Okay.
Because there was a bit of talking and stuff like that and moving around. Let me see. Setting their numbers. You don't have any surprise on these ones, of course, just to clarify. Kyra still singing. So yeah, you come in. What was? Oh, sorry. Yeah, you come in. The one troglodyte immediately just turns and looks at you. And just some sort of possibly a swear as he dives towards you, without even thinking twice. Tries to snap at you with his large teeth and slash at you with his claws. Let me roll all of those. What's your armor class again, my friend?
I am 19.
Your armor class is 19?
Yes, sir.
We were never friends.
Oh, yes, we were. We still are.
Don't you dare.
Love you, Ben.
As it dives towards you, you are powerful. This thing is not very powerful, but it has claws and conviction. And in a moment, its teeth bite into you and just clamp down hard and pull back, and you see tiny little flowers grow up through each individual bite mark as it pulls back. And it slashes at you, cutting open just this 3 rows of grass along your chest.
Oh my gosh.
As it does 7 points of damage total, and I have way too much fun with this storyline. Krarid, you hear the battle break out, so I can give you your full awareness enough to do what you want to do.
Okay, so I can hear it. I'm like, oh, here we go. And I run in.
Okay.
And so did the guy come up? Is he right beside Kiki then?
Oh yeah, thank you. This one would run right over here, yes.
Okay, so because he's in the way, I'm gonna go. If I.
Can you fix your mic?
Whatever. Kicks and giggles. Could I?
Can you fix your microphone?
Oh. Here, how's that?
Yeah. Okay, go on.
Is that okay? Could I go right beside Kiki and go after the guy here?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so I'm gonna go, and I go +6. Try to hit. Oh man, 10.
10. Okay, so yeah, you roll 10.
Kyra's still doing the reroll, right?
Yeah, you can do the. Oh no.
Oh
yeah, you can
yeah,
do the
I
reroll.
can
Yeah.
do the reroll. May I do that?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. better, but a little bit. 12.
That hits.
Oh, sweet. 12. Okay. So I'm gonna go and do my damage on roll 20 because it's better. 9 damage.
As you slam it, you hit this thing, knocking it into the wall. Cries out in insult and indignation. You've heard a lot of troglodyte heads hit a lot of walls in the last 24 hours. But go again.
And I would like to go into another flurry of blows.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to hit that.
Go ahead and hit that.
Hit it! Oh no, natural 1. So that's a no.
Wow.
Oh!
Reaction!
Oh. Okay. Well, you can't see it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No!
You can't.
Damn it. Okay, so I'll do it again.
Well, the world will never know how badly fucked up. And that, after the slipping on the floor, and the puppy that was there, and the weird confetti, and then also the surprise celebrity appearance, I can't relate any of how you managed to miss that attack, because Callista wasn't there to write it down.
God damn it.
I honestly can't believe we got Milton Berle for that. But anyway, what did you get for your...
And then my last one was a 10, so that one doesn't hit either.
That one doesn't hit either.
But I'm gonna run away now that I did my flurry of blows, and I'm gonna be like, "Sorry, Kiki, I'll be right behind you," and I'm right here.
Let me see.
Or I guess I gotta get out of the way, so I'll be there.
What was it?
I looked it up. It counts if I can hear it.
Okay, but I'm not doing a Milton Berle impression.
That's fine.
You hear this echoing, cracking sound that can only be someone being smashed against a wall, and then you hear this thud sound for a second, and a very confused troglodyte sound. Yeah, just some sort of and just Kraven just coming back out the other side. Yeah, exactly. Yes. Oh, that's exactly what it sounds like. That's canon. So like I say, the
See, now I just have a mental image of all of these being a bunch of, like, fish-like Tim Allens.
more power.
No power tools,
yeah.
please.
Oh, this is good. This is good storytelling. This other troglodyte comes in, immediately occupies the area that Kraven left, and attacks Kiki. This one...
Weird. I should be able to do rage as a reaction.
You should. You should. But as this thing slashing by you now have more of your footing as you block every one of its attacks, somehow having 19 armor class at level 4.
So what can I say?
Sorry. Or I take it back. These are options. You hear a hissing in the room and can't place where it's coming from. Callista, it's your action.
Oh, I don't like that. Okay. Well, I'm going to kind of pat Cleon on the shoulder and be like, please stay with us. And run past him. I think I have 30 feet of movement, so I should be able to get right about here.
Perfect.
I can't move. Hang on. Bop. Okay. Indeed. So
Thank you, Tammy's mom.
which one of them is hurt? Are any of them hurt?
I don't think any. Oh no, this one, the one immediately in front of Kiki, is hurt.
All right, so I'm going to clear my throat and swish my hand through the air, and you just hear like chimes go, which I actually might have in this room, but I won't get. And I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead.
Is it Constitution?
Yeah, Wisdom.
Wisdom. Let's roll the damage just before I tell you whether it works.
13 is the thing you gotta beat.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, big one.
What is it?
It's a big one.
Oh, it's a big one.
Oh!
Yeah.
You hear,
Oh, wait, it's hurt. I should have rolled a d12. Sorry. 10! The D8 failed me, but that's...
You see this thing look around and as the chimes ring, it sort of convulses, and its whole body rebels against these chimes until it just already hurt and weaker, just sort of seems to hiss and whine as it succumbs to its own wounds. And you have finished it. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn? You're muted. You're muted.
Curse you.
You all missed the greatest Milton Berle impression Allie has ever done. But please continue.
That's true. It's true. It technically would still be true. So with that, I'm going to bonus action Healing Light, 1d6 to the centaur over the spit.
Wonderful. Roll 1d6.
You look like you could use a little help. 5.
Yeah. Okay. Is that what you say? You look like you can use a little help?
Yeah.
Yeah, you say that and he looks at you just, He's not in a banter mood. These are his death moans. But please, He's like, I don't know what Whedonesca is, just save me.
Hey, I just killed a troglodyte. Mm-hmm. Take the 5 hit points.
Euphemiate or Cleon, it's your turn.
So where exactly is this centaur?
There's one here in the prison area and one on the fire pit. I could put them on the map, but here, let me put them on the map. I want to note that their tokens are a lot big. I'm changing the size of their tokens just so that we can convey it clearly, but they're very large. So this is where I'm putting them, purely for communicative purposes.
So, Euphemian is going to be frantic on his scroll again.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get through up here?
Mm-hmm.
And just looking at it and watching through. I don't know what I'm doing. And then again, just the words rearrange and the spell comes up. And, well, you know what you're doing better than me. All right. And I'm going to cast Ice Knife at this troglodyte.
Roll for...
At 2nd level.
Oh, are you going to do the shit? Okay. You fucker. Okay. 2nd level. Okay, so it's a dex save for that one. Okay, so that one has to roll a dex save.
Yeah.
Okay, what
They both have to roll a dex save.
Oh, the other one next to it too? Oh, wow, you fuckaroo. Okay.
Are awesome.
Okay. Roll your damages on both.
Okay. So the damage for the actual knife part is...
Oh, you have to do an attack roll for the first one.
Yeah, I rolled a 20.
Okay, roll
for
the damage.
D10.
Okay.
So I do 2 piercing damage and 14 cold damage.
Oh. Okay. 14 cold damage?
Yes, because I'm casting at level 2, so 3d6.
You throw out these knives, and just the moment you do, they just break out, and this cold snap from this well of power that you don't even realize. In a moment, their bodies have just hit such a temperature that there is not even another beat of the heart, as they both just completely they just go from alive to just
Not.
frozen. Just completely in a freezer for the least funny version of the refrigerator story from I Love Lucy, if you remember that. This is the bad end to that episode. That's a deep cut. Let's all admire that. Euphemian, I believe that's it. Is there anything else you want to do on this turn?
I'm just gonna sort of keep moving.
There we go. You guys are ridiculously powerful. Kiki, it is your action. That was one of the stronger ones too.
I'm gonna go ahead and enter into my second rage and have my tail whip out of my butt again.
All right.
But
your butt is ready for battle. Go ahead.
Ew.
Well, how did you want me to phrase that exactly?
No, definitely. I walked into that one as usual. But I'm gonna go ahead and take a swing at him, the one in front of me here, with my axe, which is still in my hands.
All right. So that's advantage and disadvantage canceling out, right? Or no, that's
Straight.
only reckless. No, that's only reckless. So you just roll.
Oh.
Yeah. So roll disadvantage.
Disadvantage. 13 and 25. Isn't there Kyra's reroll stuff
No,
on a
don't
jigger?
worry about it. 13 hits. Roll for damage.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. 7 plus 2 bonus for raging, so 9.
As you slash him, and just this streak of rose petals forms a line across the wall. He takes 9 points of damage, slashing damage. Still standing, but not in great shape. Is that your whole turn? Do you want to move at all?
Yeah, I'm going to move over one spot, so I'm still within his range, but I just wanted to move.
Okay. This troglodyte over here is going to run towards you. What?
Sorry. No, I'm going to, I'm going to run towards the centaur that's on the fire pit.
Okay. And so that'll give him attack of opportunity?
Yep.
All right, so can you move yourself all the way so I can be sure?
Yep.
He bites at you, and you just don't even register. He just keeps moving. As you just keep moving, he doesn't even land his hit. You just made a very, very good call.
He did do an attack roll for that, right?
Yes.
Okay. There is a reaction that I have with my tail.
What?
For the
You
form of
baited
the
me.
beast.
You baited me. That was a trap.
I wanted to use it before, and you didn't let me, because they all died.
Oh, it's if they hit you.
Oh, okay. It is only if they hit me. Okay.
Oh no,
Well,
yeah, it's if you can use your reaction to roll a 1d8 and increase your armor class that much.
Okay, so it wouldn't be.
You can swipe attacks. When did that start?
Well, since I had my tail, my form of the beast, I just never had a fucking chance to use it.
Nobody hits you.
Well, yeah.
I'm fucked.
19 armor class.
I'm fucked. You're gonna solo this camp. I'm fucked.
Well, I didn't get to use it this time, Ben. So, but
Wait.
it's there.
What axe are you using?
My great axe.
That's the problem. The shield's been equipped on you. Your armor class should be 17 if you're having the great axe, because you don't have hands for the shield.
Equipment. What?
Your shield. I just unequipped it right now, but your shield was equipped.
Uh.
Your armor class should be 17. It's still... I think we must have had it equipped at one point and never unequipped it. But
I think she was using the hammer one-handed with the shield.
yeah, that
The
sounds
last
right.
time I was hammering. Yes.
Okay, so your armor class should be 17. I still don't think I've hit it. I don't
Okay.
think I've hit you. I don't think I've landed a hit on you with any of that. Plus, I wouldn't take it back because it's obviously my mistake. I just... Because you can click on things to see the math, so I was just like, how did she do this? And it's like, well, she gets a bonus for the shield. I'm like, wait a second.
Actually, that makes sense. I don't have a shield. I don't know why I'm not doing two-handed attack damage.
You have the freaking unarmed monk's shit. Anyway, 17's still amazing, and it doesn't help me hit anything. I just don't like you.
And I can't do my reaction, so I'm just standing over by the centaur because obviously I can't do anything just yet.
I like that you have the ability to basically negate an attack of opportunity. That's bonkers. So this other troglodyte runs over, and by the way, if you had stayed where you were, that troglodyte was going to knock over the spit on the way to you. So the troglodyte runs over to you, and just gnashes and bites. Let me see. Jin, you still sound really quiet. Can you make sure that the microphone is as close to your mouth as possible? I think your mic is especially bad at picking up whenever it's even an inch away. Might be part of what's happening.
I was also muted.
No, I mean before. It was before.
Oh,
when you were
okay.
talking.
Okay.
So, Kiki, now that you've lowered your armor class by 2 points, it's made a lot of difference, because now I feel a lot better when all 3 of my attacks miss, because now I know that it really is my fault. As he just tries to snap at you and bite at you, and just rage-filled warrior with with this tail that's also lashing and defending, apparently, just blocking and evading this completely, dare I say it, uncouth and untrained troglodyte that can't land a bite. At the start of the round, you hear the centaur groan and grimace as each of the players realize that I'm tracking his suffering in real time every round. Kyra runs closer, and you see the pink light around you as she's emanating this further and further. Craven, it's your action.
Okay, so I would like to attack this ass.
Okay,
Get him
attack
out
that
so I can. I'm gonna attack that.
Mhm.
Sure.
Mhm.
Okay. Ooh, natural 1 again. Damn it.
Oh, do you, how many of those do you get, Allie? Can you just keep doing them?
It's a reaction, so as long as I use my reaction,
Oh, that
I can
feels
keep going forever.
ridiculous.
I will not use my bonus. I will not use flurry of blows. I'll just use my bonus to hit again with my unarmed strike, and I believe unarmed strike is up +6. Okay. So, natural 1 again, anyways.
So I'm gonna say, what was it? As you strike, what was it? As you strike out to hit the first time, this thing, flowers, like large flowers, blossom out of its eyes. And you see these giant sunflowers like looking at you, causing you to hesitate for a second before regathering yourself and just striking it with your fist. So roll for, so you hit with the second one, correct?
No, I hit 1 on both.
Oh, so you missed on both. Okay, yeah. No, so as you see this, what was it? Yeah, you see this thing growing flowers out of its eyes, growing, and as it grows and hisses at you, you see vines crawling out of its mouth and lashing back in for a second. Totally throwing you off, causing you to just hesitate for just the moment.
And then I'm gonna run against him to try to get to the other centaur.
What was it? Okay.
Well, the one who's in the cage is not in any immediate danger. The other one is.
I can let him out. Maybe he can help. But I mean, I've already used my turn anyways, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've missed on both my things, and I don't think we can do an attack of opportunity on me because you've already triggered that.
Your microphone again. So yeah, you. That's wonderful. So you move down, you get in that position. This other one turns, looks at Craren, run away, and is very confused as to why Cray's running away. Doesn't understand how intimidating it just was. Turns and lashes at Callista. And let me roll those attack rolls.
Oh shit.
Your armor is 14. Let me see. As it bites at you and you're able to... How would you defend?
I think at this point I don't have anything out, so probably more like dodging than anything else.
You dodge for just a second out of the bite before its claws find you. Both claws rip into you, slashing, and combined with their high rolls, doing 10 slashing damage to you.
Okay. Cool. It's fine.
Yep. And that's it for its turn. What was it? Let me see one thing. I gotta figure out one thing for a second. Sorry about this. This is rather important for me to figure out. I gotta check out some notes. Give me just a second. So I said before that troglodytes aren't all that clever. And by that I mean some are. Because as well as poorly as some of them hid, at least one of them hid very well. With their skin and scales matching so much the moss and grime that it takes Craven just a moment to realize and lunge out of the way of one gnashing of the teeth before his footing's just a little bit off. As you see that I've had marked up against here, this other troglodyte lunge from the wall, slashing, saying these just horrifying, just this absolute horrifying screech as it slashes into you. Both of its second attacks hitting, doing 13 damage to you total, slashing.
Ugh, God, flowers in the eyes and flowers out of this guy's... Ugh, gross.
This one focusing on you entirely. Callista, it is your action.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna... Hang on. I'm gonna read this spell real quick. Okay.
Trey, how many hits do you have right now? Go, let's refresh your page and sit
Checking it, I've got 14.
Okay.
Yeah, after that hit. So he took me down half.
Alright, what were you gonna say, Callista?
Okay, so with that said, what I'm gonna do is kind of like bob and weave and duck a little bit past this troglodyte to get right about there without leaving his thing. And then I'm going to do I want to do this? Do I want to do this? No, I don't want to do that. I'm going to take the opportunity to twinkle again. Toll the dead.
On which one?
The one that tried to hit me.
Oh yeah. The one that did hit you.
The one that did hit me. Tried
Wisdom-
and succeeded.
Wisdom saving throw?
Yes, please.
And what am I hitting?
At 13.
Okay, roll for damage, please.
11.
Okay. 11. That is wonderful. As you hear the bells, the chimes, the chimes echo through, and it just looks at you infuriated as it rolled exactly 13.
I don't like this guy. Okay, cool. Well, in that case, bonus action, healing light, centaur.
Okay, roll your healing for it.
Actually, wait, Cray, you said you were hurting, right? No? Okay.
I'm good, I'm half, so I'm good.
Okay. Let's hope you don't regret that. 4 for the centaur.
Okay. Perfect. Noted.
Oh wait, with the Kyra reroll, is it like advantage or do I just have to take the second roll?
You can take the second roll. It's advantage. Any one
Okay.
die.
Okay. 5.
Okay. Noted. I wrote that down. Euphemian or Cleon, it's your turn.
If I move up here, do I have line of sight against everything? Against all three?
Yeah, except for this one. Actually, you'd have line of sight to this one. You'd have to move closer in order to get line of sight. Let me turn off the grid. The grid's annoying.
I want to do it without getting into melee range of this troglodyte, so I don't think that's gonna work.
Yeah, you... Well, actually... No, I'm looking. You would have line of sight against this one. You
Okay.
wouldn't have line of sight against this one. You have line of sight against the one that just ambushed Cray, if you want that.
Okay. I'm gonna consult the scroll book, and it has managed to steer me right so far. So it's just gonna pop up the next thing, and I'm going to cast Scorching Ray with 1 against this troglodyte and 2 against the brute.
Okay. You doing... I'm sorry, which one is it? Scorching Ray, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Whew. Let me double check. That's 3 attack rolls. Okay. So make one for the first one you said that's hitting the...
Yeah. So the close one
Mhm.
is a 24
That hits.
for 10 damage.
All right. You... so where are you splitting up the beams again?
1 to the close troglodyte and 2 to the brute.
Okay, so you hit this one with fire, and just... You hit it and just cries out in pain before just its scorched chest. His chest just a massive scorch mark as it just falls to the ground.
And I'm going to re-roll one of those.
Okay, well, actually, hold on one second. Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
I'll re-roll the low one, obviously.
That hits.
So that's a 21.
All right, so that's so you rolled a 21 and a 12, correct?
That's correct, yes.
Okay, so the second one hits. Roll for damage on the second one.
For 7 damage.
Okay. So you hit this one. This guy would have, since we're doing it, would have partial cover, but even then 21 is just full hit. So you hit him for 7, and just strike him as he stumbles back. That's wonderful. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
Nope, that would be it.
Kiki, it's your action.
I have a couple different thoughts, and I wish I had freaking action surge. But I think, okay. How is the centaur laid on the spit in relation to me? Where are his two ends?
I think that his hindquarters are closer to you right now. His head's towards the prison. Makes it easy for him to look at the prisoner while he's doing this.
Oh, lovely. Okay. Can you describe how the spit is designed? How is it
Just literally,
constructed?
it's like a crude, like two large tree branches and one like large like a big large bunch of. I'd almost say it's like not even one large branch. It's a bunch of other branches that are like really really heavily bound together and reinforced, and he's just tied up along it. What are you
His
going
hands and his back feet are tied.
for? What are you
I'm
going
trying to
for?
figure out. I want to try to loosen him. I want to hit one of the ends of the spit in such a way that hopefully he can roll towards the back of the cave, not into the fire, because I want to save him, not kill him.
Yeah, taking him down. You probably have to do it from. You probably have to like help him on both sides at the same time to affect that. Unless you have, or you could just knock him out of there, but that would probably hurt him too.
Okay, what I'm going to do then, I'm going to get closer to this troglodyte down here, and I'm going to use Gust of Wind, blowing northways towards the prison with the express intent of putting out the fire and obviously pushing that brute back there into the cage.
Okay. What was it? Okay, let me see. That is impressive.
As it says, it extinguishes
Yeah.
candles, torches, and similar unprotected flames in the area.
Wonderful. So you just, with the power of the Triton demigoddess, this sea wind just breeze and powerful force blowing across, extinguishing the flames in a minute, and then what was it? Yeah.
Got the
What is-
strength roll.
Strength roll.
Yeah, gotta beat 10.
Would
as
that
you-
also push the centaur?
Mm-hmm.
It would push him off the.
Yeah.
So if let's say from where I am, to like towards, I want to blow towards 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, like 1:30, so that he's off the fire, fire's out, and hit the brute as well a little bit.
I'll say yeah. So you knock it over. This thing. I'm gonna roll a strength check for the spit. And let me think about how. I never thought I'd have to think about how carefully they would construct one of these things.
They're not smart, so it's probably very shoddy craftsmanship.
It is. As you blow this, and it just breaks and falls over to the side. I rolled a 1d20 -1. As it rolls over, breaks, falls on the side, and you hear him. I'm gonna roll. You hear him sort of call out in surprise and pain, not like agony, but pain, because he just slammed against the ground, and he's
A little crispy.
He's not dead. He's in pain. The troglodyte slams and hits the wall. I don't think there's a penalty for hitting the wall this way. But as he does, well, actually, no.
Wait a second.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do this.
Why?
Rage.
You can drop your rage as a bonus action. Right?
And I'll do that.
Ooh. Ooh.
Because my rage is a concentration?
You can't cast spells while in rage.
Oh. Oh, well, that sucks. Oh, well. I have another one.
Yeah, you notice bonus action. So you just focus for a second and then you let this go. So everything I just said, but also some beautiful moment of tranquility. You focus less on killing and more on saving. As you do this, and also, knocking this over. This other troglodyte flies back. I don't think that provokes an attack of opportunity, but knocks him against the wall as looking, and he looks down at the centaur, who's still in great pain and still bound, but off the spit. This is the insult. You may have broken in here, and you may have killed his friends, but his lunch is interrupted, and now this is personal. And do you want to move at all, or is that your turn?
Nope, that's where I'm staying.
This other troglodyte, swinging and gnashing and biting at you. That's funny. This one cuts into you. As you let go of your rage and summon forth this wind, and this other troglodyte sees exactly one opportunity, and it's gonna fucking take it. The bite does nothing, but both of the slashes hit you and roll high as you take 11 slashing damage. That is no longer reduced.
11 for me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ah, shit. Where's my sheet? I almost called it my cookie sheet. 11. Okay.
What was it? One second. Oh, wow. Okay.
No, wow.
So, Kyra's gonna run over. She's gonna see this melody and start humming, singing this melody of tenacity and of people who will finish their epic work as a silver light washes through. The song of perseverance that can prevent you guys from possibly going unconscious at 0. Not to speak of a lack of faith, but of a pragmatism. Crayrin, it is your action.
Right in there. Yeah, okay, so Cray's gonna go ahead and up to this guy because he's the biggest threat right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to back him with my quarterstaff. And now that I know I don't have a shield, I can actually do max damage.
No. You
So-
if you're holding it with both hands, that's because that was instead of your free hand for that was leaving the other hand free for like unarmed strike and stuff, wasn't it? Don't you?
Oh.
Isn't that what we were doing? Or can you have both of your hands on a quarterstaff at the same time and still have an unarmed strike?
I don't. see-
One second. Let me check to see if that works that way.
Okay.
I think we have good news.
Yeah, I think the only time you need to have both hands on the quarterstaff is when you're physically attacking it.
I've been doing it wrong this whole time. Cray, do your 2-armed strike. Go.
Okay.
Go nuts.
Okay. Okay. So, I need to. Okay, don't fuck me, key. 6 plus 12.
12. You swing your quarterstaff and this thing bites out and bites onto it, catches it in its teeth.
God damn it. So
One of
what
the
I'm
few
gonna
tricks
do-
this thing actually knows how to do is just bite at things, and sometimes it works out. Not so much that you rolled a 1, but it rolled a 20.
Okay. So it does that, and I'm just gonna take that advantage and do flurry of blows and kick him, boom, boom, with each of my feet.
Yeah, we'll do that. Roll your attack rolls.
Unarmed strike. Oh, that's better. 16 plus 6, 22.
22 absolutely hits.
So 1d4 is my pyramid. That's right. Oh, 5 damage.
Alright, you kick it for 5 damage. Because as proud as it is of biting that thing, it doesn't exactly put it in an advantageous tactical position to have its mouth chomped into your weapon. So you just kick it very easily. And are you doing flurry of blows or no?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright. How many of those do you have left?
I only have one more after this.
This is great.
So 12 plus 6, so that's 18.
Yeah, that hits. Roll for damage.
Then oh, for fuck's sakes. Okay, so that's also another 5. God, I hit ones for my damage, y'all.
So you hit it for
Wait,
5.
can I re-roll? Can I re-roll that?
She
no,
took-
I
she
think
took that
the
away.
other one.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So that's 10 damage altogether then.
What was it? What was it? So, yeah, you knock this thing on its. It turns, hisses at you, and it lunges at you. Yeah. Did that work? That did not work. Okay.
And that ends my turn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I see. Okay. I'm just checking on my side. This thing looks and dives towards you. First bite clamping down on your arm hard as you recoil in pain. Its other hand slashing deep up across your chest, up your throat and chin, claws digging into you, absolutely ripping the flowers out of the flower bed. As this grass and petals falls from its extended claws, and you fall back because it rolled 1 hit, 1 miss, and 1 crit
Oh, god
and all
damn
of
it.
that damage combined was 17 points.
Ugh.
And as you begin to fall, one moment please, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw against a DC of 16.
Oof. And let's see, I don't have disadvantage on that. No, just the checks. Okay, Constitution?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna do it on roll 20 so that there's no... Oof, a 9.
And you hear Kyra's song of perseverance that reminds you that you will not fall.
Oh shit, right.
As you hear it grow quieter. Because the roll for it scales to how much damage you took at that exact moment, and 9 is not enough to pass. As you go into death saves.
Ooh, guys, bye again. Wait, which one is this? Is this like number 6 or 7 now? Who's keeping track? Alright, number 6, y'all.
Callista,
However-
it's your action.
I get to burn a reaction on that and record another epic verse.
Woohoo!
You have a problem, lady.
Yeah, I think that one's tragedy. But in that case, what I will then do is I'm out of those. I'm going to slide in to where Crayron is and kind of like grab him and just give him like a quick kiss on the forehead and use that to both cast Cure Wounds, first level, and also give him Bardic Inspiration.
Roll your cure wounds.
So that's 1d8 plus 3, but we'll start with 1d8. Oh, that's 8. Take 11 points.
As Cray, you black out, and for just a moment, for just one moment, you're not in this dank, stench-filled cave on the third leg of a quest that has killed you several times. For just one moment, you're laying in a flower bed with a beautiful satyr watching over you as you recover 11 hits.
As she pulls away, I'm like, thanks, Cal.
Welcome back.
You-
And
6.
that's
It
my
happened
action
again.
and my bonus action. And you know what? I think I'll stay there.
Euphemian, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to come forward so that I can see both troglodytes. I think I should be able to from here. And I'm going
yes, absolutely.
to cast Magic Missile.
Wonderful.
2 bolts at the troglodyte brute and 1 at the troglodyte.
Okay, roll the damage on both of those.
Okay, so for the troglodyte brute, 7, and for the individual troglodyte, just 3.
As your magic rolls out, strikes both of them. What color would it be in this instance?
Like black and white, just almost like it's been sketched out.
Wonderful. The sketch of a magic missile. Was it? And
That's cool, Euphemian. Real cool. I like it.
wonderful. I believe that's your whole turn. I have nothing to add. Kiki, it's your. They both cry out in pain, but are both still standing. Yeah. I'm looking for something. But Kiki, it's your action.
Okay. I'm going to enter into my rage again.
Final rage?
Yes, my final rage that I have at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
There's the rage. Okay, so out comes that tail again. But I am going to take my axe and swing at the troglodyte in front of me.
Okay.
I still roll at disadvantage.
Yes, you do.
Oh, you know what? This is my first hit on this. A fucking reckless. Why not?
Wonderful.
So regular roll.
Roll a
That's
regular
a
roll.
9. Damn.
Ooh, and that was reckless.
Yep. God damn it.
As you roll and you swing at this thing, and it just lunges, it just ducks out of view just quickly. I was looking for something. What was it? It ducks out of view just quickly, and on its turn, it lunges and bites back at you. There we go. Oh wait, hold on, I forgot. You reckless.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. With the reckless, it lunges full fury at this thing, and it knows fury as well as it launches towards you. And in a moment, this battle's turning as one took down Craven, and this one not anywhere trained or as powerful, but absolutely as suicidally vicious as to attack a demigoddess. And with its fury, 3 hits land, and all of them add up, unless you have any negation, to 14 points of damage.
Is that halved?
Oh, you're in your rage.
I am in my last rage, so 7.
Let me do the hold on. It's better than that. It's
Okay.
6. The way that I do the math, it actually shakes out to 6.
Okay.
Yeah. At this point, you're just powering through this, as it strikes into you, as it tries to tear you apart. Pretty much to no
Okay.
avail.
So, because this is my bullshit coming through now.
Oh, it's your bullshit coming through now.
Yeah, the reaction because he hit me. This could change it. I am going.
Since I did all that, okay, yeah, do it.
Okay. 8. I got an 8 on my D8, so 8 plus my 17 armor class. Then
I'm going to
take that back.
what I'm going to do for you
Uh-oh.
is say, because I added all of the math together. Because I added all of the math together, I think the most fair thing to do is to give you a chance to negate the one that did the most damage. And after you did that, your tail swipes, lashing away and preventing exactly 1 hit, which removes 3 points of damage.
Okay. That works.
Ooh. Kyrick definitely singing the Song of Perseverance right now. Your guys's, it's Craven's action right now.
Okay, so now I'm pissed again. 'Cause
Mhm.
so I take half my movement to stand up. And then I'm going to go and say, all right, mano a mano. And I'm going to my last flurry of blows on him, but I'm going to try to hit him first.
Okay.
So, where is
Oh,
kitty dice? Right, my kitty
No.
dice.
you don't need that.
Oh, that's cock. 18 plus 6, so that's whatever, 24, I guess.
24 absolutely hits with mono on mono.
Okay, so it's
That is.
Oh, that's something very different.
well,
Yeah.
I mean, what floats your boat, right? Oh, cool. So 7 plus 4, so that's 11 damage on him.
God. Okay, you strike him. You crack his head, and just in a moment, he is completely gone. You don't even need to go into flurry of blows. He is
cool.
undone instantly. This is, I put an image, I've been looking for this image on chat if I've seemed a little distracted this whole time. I've been trying to find this image of someone waking up in a flower bed. But you hit him and just immediately is gone, leaving only one of them left.
Okay. Since I still have my movement and stuff, I will just use my flurry of blows, my last one, to come over. I'm like, Cal, take care of the centaur dude. Can I step over him or no?
Yeah, you can step over. It'll be. I would say it's difficult terrain.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3. I guess that'll be like 20 feet of movement.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm gonna be like, you are gonna go down. So I'm gonna use my flurry, my last one, to do a couple unarmed strikes. I'll probably use an elbow and like a knee to the groin or something.
As you're just like throwing fists at like this incredible speed.
All right, unarmed strike. Oh, 11.
11 hits. Roll for damage.
11 hits? Sweet. Okay.
They're not bright.
Oh my
There's just a lot of them.
Okay. So 1d+. When you don't do dice, it's been forever. I don't remember what it looks like. Okay, well, that's better. Thanks, Key. So that's 3 plus 4. So that's 7 damage on that hit.
All right, and that was the first one, right?
That's the first one, and then my last one. Don't fuck me, Key. Woohoo! 12 plus 6 is an 18 to hit.
Hold on 1 second. Can I ask? Can I? Hold on, wait. I need to check something. For a second.
Sure.
How do you want to do this?
Ooh, sweet. So I'm like, get up. I'm like, mano a mano, and I smack that guy. And I'm like, Key or Cal, take care of this dude. I go up to him and I'm like, I am so sick of your damn shit. And flowers come out of my hands as my elbows as I punch him with my elbow.
Yeah. And with the flowers, you give him a dirt nap. This is great. Okay, so you just lay him, knock him out, and just in a second, he's just completely crushed. Just like not entirely sure what happened, but he's on the ground, dead. And as he is, you guys are in this room with these two centaurs. One of them still laying on the spit, or not on the spit, but laying tied to it, and one of them in a prison.
Yeah, I want to untie him.
Okay.
And while I'm doing it, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds.
Okay, who casts Cure Wounds on him?
Centaur, while I untie him.
Okay, roll your heal.
Since
I'm just standing there.
I got you next. I got you next.
My flowers.
Oh, the flowers.
They're still there.
Took me a second. I was like, I'm coming for you, Kiki. That's 10 for the centaur.
Wonderful.
And then Cure Wounds for Kiki as well. That's 9.
Thank you.
Let me move these both.
Touching everyone.
Touching us everywhere.
You feel better. You feel better.
So
Everybody feels
Cop a feel while you're at it. Why not?
I'm gonna put the centaur. What did you put him at? 10?
I gave him 10.
He got 10.
I'm gonna give him 11 hits right now total. Basically, I'm not gonna do I'm not doing the math on the. Well, you should know. I had a timer on how long he could survive being on the spit, and every time you cast Healing Word, I extended the timer. I didn't restore his HP. So that's why I'm doing this right now. It did make a big difference. So Lane and Centaur on the spit. Is anyone breaking anyone out of the prison?
If nobody else does, I will go and use my dagger to try to cut the ropes. Prison.
Okay, so you cut and you're standing apart, and Kara goes, "Oh my god, thank God you guys are okay. I was so worried. Cleon, good job." Guys, I was so worried. So this centaur on the ground looks up and looks at Callista and goes, What is happening?
We're here to help. I think we met your herd on the way here.
Why did they send you?
Oh, we were already coming. They told us to look out for you while you were here. I think they thought you might be dead.
Car.
They gave us a horn. Cleon, do you have the horn?
You have a horn.
I'll look through my belongings and eventually come up with what obviously is a horn.
What? Hakar sent you? Are you sure Hakar told you about us?
Yeah. We're here to help.
And he looks over at Euphemian and Kiki and Craven, kind of confused for a second.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm randomly picking flowers Yeah, Hukar
It's also
sent us.
it's also
Who
just
are these loonies?
it's also just the politics of the thing of the travel of these three members of the traveler races that are like, oh yeah, we just went through extraordinary danger to help you on behalf of the centaurs, and he's just like, I think this is like the first time I've really received help from them, and to such a significant degree, is like, what?
Okay,
And half of us are crazy.
I'm gonna do something. Everybody, gather around. I think we're close enough.
Okay.
We have 1 minute.
Okay.
Everybody, let's try to be as efficient as possible. And I'm gonna cast what you said, calm emotions. It's a 20-foot sphere, and I will center it around me, I guess.
Okay, is anybody going to try and resist it?
Oh.
No.
No.
Nuh-uh.
As she casts, you have no spell slots for? I assume you do. As you cast
I
this,
do, yeah. I've been using cantrips.
ooh, nice, wonderful. As you emanate this calm and this clarity, and Kyra just watches you for a moment, just a small smile of pride, as you do this, and each of you that was afflicted feels your real mind come back, and Cleon, I'm sorry, Euphemian, you feel yourself waking from this bad dream for just a second. And Euphemian, trained enough and knowing Callista's abilities and the context of those abilities and also what's going on, can immediately know that this isn't going to last forever. But all three of you do return, as it were.
Oh God, stupid flowers. Oh, God, that's disgusting.
So we've got a small amount of time here.
Euphemia, we found the centaurs.
We did find the centaurs. Let's get them to safety.
And us?
Kyra goes, yeah, Euphemian, I think that's a good idea.
Perhaps take a short rest once we're clear of the caves.
Good plan.
It's good to have you back, Euphemian.
Yeah.
Does he
Did you-
remember, by the way? Does he
I was just
remember?
gonna ask.
Yeah.
Everything that just happened feels vivid, but also like the past, like when you wake up from a dream and you could still remember it.
Okay.
And also, he is well aware that it's going to sink back in about less than a minute.
Okay. Let's get out of here.
Oh, I don't
right.
have flowers all over
Well,
coming out of everywhere.
I don't want to fast forward ahead because whenever I do, that's going to be the end of this part. So I'm going to give you guys a chance to talk about it first.
We have technically
Okay.
60 seconds.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to start the timer, actually.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
Let's help the centaurs out
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and
Take our break again.
see if we can get them up to sort of up on their feet, get them going.
On our way out. While we
on
have
our way
Euphemia,
out.
I want to ask him. So Kyra thinks she can fix you guys, like fix, not just like temporary fix. Should we do it? It's gonna kind of do something to her.
I wouldn't risk it.
Do you have
Whatever.
any idea?
Is happening to us is temporary. I believe we've come to that conclusion.
How long do you know?
I don't know.
Okay, let's get out of here. We got 30 seconds. Let's go.
As you guys are heading out, is there anything
We'll
else?
muddle through.
Is there anything else you guys want to talk about while you're all lucid? I'll let you guys get out of here. That's not the issue.
I'll
basic-
grab Callista by the hand and just say to her, "My scroll will know."
And with that, you start to forget why you're holding her hand, and as it sinks back in that maybe she grabbed your hand, probably because you're working for these people and there's not really any reason why they would abide you grabbing their hand. So for whatever reason,
I'm very scary.
you're blanking again. The two of you feel fine, but you smell like the scent of like fresh cut grass in the area around you, which sometimes signals distress.
Cool.
As you guys make it outside, and we'll bring you out there. We'll fast forward to you guys out we'll move you out to the grass area. In time, the centaurs are out there on the up on the plains with you. Sorry, I don't know how I forgot the word plains. They're out there with you. I would say that you're going to be in an area.
Did we blow the horn?
Did you blow the horn? You had not yet, as far as I can
No.
tell.
I don't think we would have had time for it.
Mm-hmm. What was it? So you guys are out there right now. Centaurs talking to you, looking at you all, and one of them looks at you at Callista and goes, "So, are you their leader?"
We don't really have like a leader. I mean, like sometimes it's kind of Euphemian, but I think it's more like we take turns. Kiki's also very strong and powerful, and she's actually a demigod. So she's pretty important. Pretty much anybody but me and Craig. But anyway, yeah, we came to help. Was it just you guys in there? Sorry, I'm a little frazzled.
He goes, "Well, I think it was just me and him. I mean, we're okay, but it was just the two of us. They were planning to eat us, but I mean,
They were their own, yeah.
we were getting...
It was just two.
We were getting relentlessly mocked and tirelessly interrogated by their...
You could understand what they were saying?
Not all of them. Just their leader.
Can I ask two things? One, was their leader also a troglodyte?
Is that what they're called?
I don't know, the little ugly things, yeah.
I mean, yeah, yes.
And then two, what kind of stuff did they want to know from you?
Why we were here and what we wanted, I think. Looks at the other one and goes, it was very hard to understand him because of the way he spoke. It was, but they just wanted to know why we were in the area, what our plans were, and they called them machinations.
So it was like wrong place, wrong time. It wasn't like targeted or anything, you don't think?
No, we didn't. No, we weren't even. We were just exploring around the area and we got ambushed. I don't.
Well, I'm glad we could help. Also, tell him that I hope that this helps with his opinion of the subject we discussed before he left. And tell him I'm sorry for yelling at him if you guys reunite, which I'm assuming you will.
And the other
Do you
one,
know
one of
where
them
we're
goes, the smaller one goes, you want me to apologize to who? My father?
Oh, Hakar's your father?
Yes, I assume that's why he sent you.
Oh, I mean, he didn't exactly send us. He just kind of, we were already heading in that direction, and so he told us to keep an eye out for you, and to blow this if we found you. But I'm wondering if maybe instead of blowing this, we should give it to you and just let you guys go catch up.
If you want.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know. I can. We could take it, and the one of the what is it? The younger one looks at the older one and goes, "Do you know how to use this thing?" He goes, "Yeah, of course. You just put your lips together and blow." Yeah, we can do that. We can go do this if you want.
Will you
I
be
mean-
okay?
Yeah.
And what are your names?
They both speak at the same. They both talk over each other. And and after a second, they like look at each other and sort it out. And the taller one, the one that was on the spit, he goes Herrick, Hirak, and the one smaller one, the son of Hukar, goes Kaluk,
Oh, could you spell that out for me?
Kaluk.
Thank you. I'm really bad at names. I'm Cray, by the way.
Thank you, Cray. And Karluk reaches his hand out and just to shake your hand. And thank you. You almost died right next to me.
That's normal.
That's
I mean,
his
not for you.
hobby. That's his hobby.
Yeah, that's normal for me. Sorry, we got some weird stuff going on. You look like you have flowers coming out of you, but you're not. I'm sorry. You okay?
You don't have flowers coming out of you.
Okay.
Just
I
we're
hope-
dealing with something, but
Can we help?
I mean, I don't want to ask you to come back in with us.
No.
Okay. Because
I just meant if they're not feeling well. If you wanted me to see if I can ask my dad.
Oh, are you a healer?
No, I'm his son.
But do you have healers with you?
I could
you're
ask
hurt?
him. I don't know.
Okay. Do you know where they were headed? Do we know where they were headed?
You know they were headed like in the
That
general
way.
direction of Astoria, but that's about it. Because the road winds a lot of ways after that.
Yeah.
We were given the horn specifically as a tool to sort of call them to us. So
I
we
assume
were
that we're far away enough from the
Mhm.
entrance that we could probably call them, right?
Sure.
If you want to.
Let's do it. I mean, we're gonna
Um,
rest up anyway, so.
Yeah.
Maybe go
The
back up to
siren.
where we had rested before
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully our horses are still there.
when the dream hit.
um,
How long has it been now since that? Would you say an hour has passed? Are we
it's
lucky
been
enough to have been an hour?
I'd say about 2 hours, maybe.
Okay, and we're still feeling it?
Oh yeah. No, this. All of you have double digits at least.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
This is this is your life now.
Ah.
What was I gonna say? So yeah, what do you guys want to do? I'm sorry, I missed something for a second.
I think we're gonna blow the horn.
Okay.
As long as we're in a safe space. I'd like
Yeah.
us to be in a safe space.
Let maybe go back to where we had rested to rest again and then call them.
Yeah, get some water in for everybody, especially the burnt crispy one.
Kiki wants to roll in the water despite having flowers all over her.
mhm.
Does anybody like have strong feelings about blowing the horn, or could I do it?
Oh, blow it.
Yes.
Oh, whoa.
Absolutely.
Let me double check something here. What am I
Since
looking
I've
for?
been unofficially the holder of the horn, I will hand it over.
All right, Allie, roll
wanna
for
blow
blow.
That's that's our new name.
That should be the name of the episode. Roll for blow.
So
I will
boy.
present my horn for Callie to blow.
So Callie, are you gonna
Gladly does.
blow?
Yes.
Okay,
Do I need
so-
to roll anything?
No, because the temptation to drive this joke down further is there, but I won't use it. So you blow this echoing sound that you have to imagine like hundreds of feet away, like these birds fly at the sound of it as it just powerfully moves through the field. And for a minute you hear nothing but the whistling of the wind. Nothing. It will take a few minutes, but in a few minutes, shadows on the distance as you turn and see the silhouettes, and you see within moments, Hakar and Hukar and his tribe running towards you, at full speed, and you see them absolutely galloping with them, here at full speed, like, and it becomes clear he's like, oh, they know what happened to my son, like this is hit the gas. They gallop up as the car gets close to you guys, doesn't even stop to address any of you, just full gallop all the way up, grabs his son. As the rest of the centaurs just stop and sort of form a half circle around to protect them in from whatever might interrupt this. He turns to Cleon. You've done well in your side of things. Thank you.
I'll go up to Cleon. Yes, you agreed to try to help rescue theirs if we encountered them. I kind of nudge him forward to kind of say something.
You're welcome, I suppose.
You suppose.
Apparently I'm not feeling myself.
Yeah, a couple of us woke up with, like, weirdness going on. He lost his memory. I got flowers growing out of every hole in my body. So he's not quite
Flowers.
himself.
Can you see the flowers?
No. Who did this?
We have a theory, but I don't know if you'll like it.
I didn't ask if I would like it.
I think it was Lutheria.
And he sort of like ambles towards you, sort of trots. And he towers over you. And why do you think she did that?
Well, we're kind of trying to perform the three labors in order to fulfill the prophecy that the oracle made that we will prevent them from taking advantage of the end of the 500-year truce.
What would they do at the end of those 500 years, do you think?
Well, Sidon is currently lording over Mitros and striking random citizens with lightning. So probably nothing peaceful, at least based on our experience.
Yeah, like what we're getting right now, this is probably nothing. This is just to warn us off. But
Not sure if this is better or worse than the lightning bolt that almost took me out.
Yeah, I feel you.
You were
But
struck
at
by
least this doesn't hurt me.
Sidon.
Mm-hmm.
Did that not give you pause as to
It did.
why you're doing what you're doing?
It did. But
He looks at
we
each of you.
attacked him.
What's that?
We haven't attacked him or Lutheria,
That's not
and they've constantly attacked us.
If someone locked eyes with me as they sharpened their blade, we would agree, you and I, that it would be just for me to defend myself.
It depends on if defend yourself means raise your shield or lop off their head. And that's just whether or not we'd agree. I mean, I'm not going to say what you think defending yourself counts as, but... I understand.
What do you understand?
The trepidation. Working with us, giving the five gods a chance. I didn't live it, but I know enough. I've seen enough now. It's hard, but we're here for peace. We're not here... If Sidon and Lutheria and the five gods can come to an agreement, maybe it doesn't have to happen at all. Maybe we're just messengers.
What do you say you understand? Speak as honestly as you can.
The fury. The hatred. I understand the hesitation to believe that we mean well. But they do. I've seen it.
He turns and says some order to the others in his tribe that they may not that you would not understand right away. Gives them an order, and what was it? Actually, hold on one second.
Can I be picking off imaginary flowers off
Oh,
like Kiki
absolutely.
and Cleon at the same time while this is happening?
Yeah. So when he says this,
I love it.
Callista, only you would hear it, but he turns to the others and he goes, and just says, it sounds like only like 2 or 3 syllables to everybody else, but I think in the centaurs, in their native expressions of Sylvan, I think that a significant amount of inflection and speed with which something says carries the nuances of it. So everybody else would hear debt blanket, but like with all of this the inflection, you hear, we have a debt to these people and now we care for them. And you see the rest of the centaurs just immediately start to move around and pull through their traveling supplies and reaching through for different like bottles and gear, almost to lay out like a picnic area, I want to say, like blankets, food, drink, and stuff like that. A dining area. And he looks at you and he says, he looks at Kiana and says, you are not well. You didn't do that before.
Oh, I never had flowers growing out of everywhere on me before, so yeah, I think you're right.
Do you know what a crucible is? Tell me.
No?
He leans over, and if you'll let him, he grabs your face like this. Like he grabs your face and he looks at you like he's sizing you up, and he says, a crucible melts something down, makes it stronger. As he's continuing to analyze you, the Titans, in their wisdom, break our bones so that they can set right and grow stronger. She didn't kill you. He lets go. She's nurtured you. We will help you through it. If you guys want, after some time, they're basically going to offering to prepare food and drink and sit with you throughout the night as in a full long rest time. Like, you're going to lose, because this was still early, like, afternoon, you're going to lose today and tonight for them wanting to care for you and, in their words, say, guide you through this.
Right up this bad trip with us.
And they're basically, in time, I will say up front, they make it clear that this is in lieu of the reward that they were going to give you before, which they're not clarifying what that is.
I think that's fair.
Do we want to take the time, though? Because it's like...
We need to take the time to heal anyways.
Yeah.
You guys give me this whole day and the long rest at night and waive the reward they were going to give you, and they will guide the three of you through what you're going through. It's your choice.
God. Can you do another Euphemian thing, Cal?
Yeah, actually, I can do it one more time. All right.
Hey, somebody
Hakar?
has to do the talking before you do it. Let's figure this out.
Before we're on the timer.
Al, I think you know what you're doing, so maybe you can talk to Euphemian about this.
Well, I think Euphemian will remember it. We just want him to weigh in. Hakar,
Yeah.
I can kind of stave off the effects of this just for the briefest of moments.
You can defy Lutheria?
I wouldn't call it defiance. I would say,
Clear the fog.
I
Roll
don't know
insight.
what I
Roll
would call
insight.
it.
Callista. Callista, roll insight.
Do something.
Fear. 15.
He's not angry. He's impressed.
Oh, okay.
He's like, holy shit! You can push back against something a Titan does. You can hear in his voice this vague tint of admiration.
Oh, okay. For a minute. So we'll have a minute. I will be. We're mostly interested in bringing Euphemian back to his right mind, just enough to allow him to consent to the experience that you are kindly offering to us. So if we could just take one minute, quite literally 1 minute, that would be wonderful.
Talk to me after this minute.
Okay. And are we ready?
Yep.
All right. Calm emotions.
Oh God, this is nice.
Welcome back.
Bringing up to speed Euphemian within a couple seconds. He now knows the whole thing. Weigh in.
No, you explain it if you want it. We're on a minute here. You can't fast
Euphemian,
track
you
that.
remember what happened, right?
I do.
Okay.
That works.
As much as I'd like to do this, I don't know how much time we can devote to it. Do we want to spend the whole night?
I feel like it would go a long way in repairing relations, perhaps. And also, I don't feel confident I can keep you all safe while you're sleeping.
That's
And regardless,
probably fair.
we're gonna go in the forge. That should be running 24/7. I guess it
seconds.
doesn't really matter when we do it. So let's take this and
Let's
Okay.
take
do
our
what
time.
we gotta do.
Let's go.
Wonderful.
Cleon had this weird dream that he spoke to the others as equals at some point, possibly in the future. And you, Allie, get your dice ready because Hakura looks at you,
Which one?
curious, and just says, "Who are you?" And you can roll insight if you want to really know what he means.
I would love to roll insight. Ooh. We don't have anything that'll let me roll that again, do we?
Oh no!
I mean, it's not terrible. It's 11, but just in case.
At an 11, his question is, how the fuck do you push? You can push back against Lutheria. That's not natural. That's not a thing people can do. In that context, who the hell are you? Is kind of his question.
Well,
One of the heroes.
yeah, we were chosen by prophecy, but also, again, as we discussed, I feel it is my duty to remind you that I am also an emissary on behalf of one of the 5 gods, who I just want to remind you what we talked about is trying to make things right.
You see, and I want to just say, during most of this conversation, Kyra's been standing at a distance. I want to say that when she was sitting, sort of sitting watching this, and whenever you mention emissary, she sort of stands up fully, but her hands are still balled into fists, when you don't know what to do with yourself. And he looks at her for just a moment, and then looks back at you, barely acknowledging that she's there. You stand by her?
I do.
I didn't ask you. He turns and looks over at Kyra.
Oh.
And she... I gave her part of my essence. So yes. Yes. Yeah. And he looks back at you. You chose well. With your permission, unless anybody else has anything else they want to say. A few hours later, at the night, with the campfire being the only thing, with the campfire being the only light source for miles, and, what was it? Let me double check something. Let me make sure I got this right. I'm gonna say there's, one centaur kneeling playing a zither, which I just think is a great instrument for one of them to have. The three of you have been instructed to lay... I would say that Kiana and Cray, you would see... Well, let me double check my notes. Cray, you're just seeing flowers in, like, places where other people don't see them, but they're all places that make sense. Like, in the field, on trees a little bit, but, like, only a few. Kiki, you're still in a bad way, but, like, you're not... You don't feel as strong of an impulse to pick it yourself.
Mhm.
Euphemian... Well, the name Euphemian sounds familiar. As the centaurs don't really want to talk too much, but throughout the evening, they do ask... Hakar does ask a few questions, and his son is a bit more talkative than him, and after a little while is just describing the fight that he witnessed pretty openly to the others. Hakar, watching each of you, he turns to Krarin, says, "Do you still see them?"
Oh yeah, but now at least it makes sense. Like, don't you see them? They're by the base of that tree over there, and kind of up the tree a little. They're not in armpits like they used to be.
I don't see them. It's a lie.
Somebody tells me.
It's a lie. But lies are often to a purpose. If she did what she did, it was for her purpose. Why do you... You could have rested.
Like, now?
No, what he's saying is... Roll an insight check, I'll tell you.
Is that still a disadvantage though?
No.
Okay. All right, come on. Okay. All right. Plus insight. So 21.
Yeah, 21. It's the first thing that truly makes sense to you at that moment. He's saying, when you got this madness, you could have waited it out. So why the hell did you go into the mithril mines while literally hallucinating? Like, that's suicide. So what was driving you to do that? Why would you feel the need to do that?
Because people need our help. People are counting on us. And, even without all these bloody flowers everywhere, I'm pretty in nuts anyways.
You've broken several times.
Yeah. I think I'm on number 6 right now.
I hope that you break more. You seem to have only risen stronger for it.
Oh. Well, knowing me, I'll probably break more. So, thank you.
Do you think that
Your
side
son's cute, by the way. He's a good boy.
I value him. Do you understand why Sidon is doing what he does?
I understand he wants his way.
What do you think his way is?
I'm not a smart man. Like, at all. But I do know
What love is.
as he looks at Kiki, rolls his eyes and says no. But I do know that Sidon wants what is his, and the traveler races are not.
The people that forced this truce 500 years ago thought that they had won so thoroughly that the issue was done and that no more blood would be shed. Sidon had the wisdom to wait and to plan around that arrogance. Because, little one, if you don't understand what you are fighting, you cannot truly defeat it. You can only push it back until it returns worse than before.
You know, I am a lost man. I don't always know where I'm going or what I'm doing. But I do know I don't want to see any more of the suffering that we've seen across the lands. And if I can help to broker another truce or peace, or I'll do it, madness or not.
Then keep breaking, so that others do not.
I plan to, thank you.
Looks at Kiki. You? How do you feel?
A little bit better. I mean, they're still there, but they don't seem to be coming out of everywhere like before. They're just kind of still sort of just there. Kind of pretty, but still not what I'm used to.
You will be well. Thank you for what you did. You pushed my son's friend. My son described the battle not with the cadence that I would, but with far more thoroughness than I would. You were hurt when you let your guard down to do that. And you see him just roll insight with advantage.
Okay. 11 and 12.
That's fair. You see, at 11, 12, you see him enough on his face without me going into the detail of a 15. You see him saying that you were hurt while you were doing that is something he says with admiration and gratitude.
He wasn't... Hirak was in trouble. He didn't deserve that. We just wanted to get him out of that predicament. And I'm really glad we did. And I didn't know it was your son that was taken. But I'm even more glad that we were able to get both of them out for you.
He stares in the middle distance for a second and then looks down. If you were not the type of people that would save any of us, then I did not feel it right to ask you to save the best of us.
I'm so sorry, you kind of faded out there. I think it's when you got real quiet. I missed that.
He said, if you were not the type of person that would save any of us, I did not feel it was right to ask you to save the best of us.
Oh.
The daughter. As he looks at you, tries to consider, really turning over in his head the implications of the. I mean, you have to know who you are to him, and he's just like looking this over, considering this, and then he looks off up in the stars, and he says, "The four of you can sleep. We'll watch you, and we'll be gone when you wake. But you will be well on the other side of this crossing. Be strong."
Thank you. Thank you. And if ever there is anything you need, like I said before, leave word for me at Pythor's Palace in Astoria. Anything.
He gives you this vaguely cynical look of, in his own very stoic way of like, yeah, like I'm gonna go to Pythor's Palace and name drop. Is kind of like the vibe he gives off there. But he does look at you and he just says, there's a sentiment there. Euphemian. The name Euphemian. You're feeling these scraps of dreams. What do you think would be the first two that would come back? As they
First
drift
two?
in. As they drift in one by one, what would be the two things you would most remember? I'd say something in the past couple weeks since this started that's stuck in your mind and heart the most.
I think the first would be standing up in front of the people of Mitros, declaring that we would save them. And the second, when we made the vow of friendship.
And you did make that vow a while ago. And you made that vow before Kyra and in front of Callista and Kiki, who you call her Kiki, others call her Kiana, it depends on their relationship. And Krarin, back before Krarin would even officially acknowledge you as friends. People that you would swear and etch into the ether of this universe that you will stand with and by, as you realize that they have been standing by you. Euphemian, I'll let you end the session with whatever you want to say. To yourself, or to the group, to anybody.
I'm going to pull out the scroll.
Mm-hmm.
And just in big letters, I'm going to write in, "Who am I?"
Okay.
And after a second, the scroll will reply,
Mm-hmm.
"You are you."
And that is where we can end this session. When we start the next session, you guys will be waking up the next day. The fire will be out, and the centaurs will be gone.
Wow. That was phenomenal.
Well,
Thank
that
you.
could have went worse.
That could have
Thank
gone
you
way
guys.
worse.
Thank you guys very much for doing that. That was I really had a lot of fun. Thank you guys.
That was a lot of fun to roleplay, I'm not gonna lie.
And we only lost Cray once.
Cracked it up.
that was.
I was thinking it, I was like, well, it's gonna happen.
Also, full transparency, I put this in our group chat, but for Ben, because you probably weren't actively reading it. But I have to do some catch up on my epic verses, because when I was reading whether or not I had to see or if I could also hear, I noticed that it has to be something that happens to one of my allies or companions. So any of the times that I took like a nat 20 that you rolled or a nat 1 that you rolled should not have counted as an epic verse for me. So I notated them down. I'll go back and fix it between sessions.
You're amazing. Thank you all very much for this. Thank you for joining this stream. Those of you that watched, you wonderful souls. Are we back on for next week? I'm terribly bad with schedules. Are we back on for next week?
Assuming.
Yeah, I believe so.
All right, then let's do next week. As I always knew we would.